I was going to step out and put my clown face on and come back in, but I already have it on. So, no, I'm just kidding with all the clown controversial stuff. Uh, First, I want to thank these young ladies, and uh, they're so organized and so awesome about doing this speaking in public. And we all know, most of us in here, teachers, and it's hard, but you are doing an awesome job. So, thank you. Two of the first questions I get on any project: can I keep this? Can I take it home? And and my answer is always the same, but they always ask that. And so yeah, they can. It's art class. What they make is theirs. What they build is theirs. What they create is theirs. And so I'm using that as kind of a segue into this. I read an article a couple of years ago that really kind of stays with me. And part of that article, this guy said that kids are starving to death for something to value, something to make or build to call their own. And as an art teacher, I see that. I have kids every day that when they come in, they make something, they draw something. And in today's presentation, when they create something out of clay, that question I mentioned earlier, those questions are the first thing they ask me every clay, or every time we start something in clay. Can I take it home? Can I keep it? This person also said in the article, and I firmly believe this, that self-worth is achieved with hard work, with discipline, and with passion for a task. And these kids, and let me ask you, if you do not have a cell phone, no, we don't want to bring attention. How many of you love your cell phone? You got it with you right now, right? You hold on to it. Take a kid's cell phone. It's taking their life, it feels like. I mean, they're thinking that. Sorry, kids. But really, ceramics offers that opportunity. A kid gets to keep it, hold it, have it, take it home. And I want to use my daughter just real quickly. She made these at Morehead State. And she'd gone to Morehead to major in psychology and social work, and she's loved that field. But a couple of years ago, she stumbled onto art and ceramics because, of course, I'm an art teacher, but she wanted to take some fun classes in college. And then she took ceramics, and she loved it. And she would come home, and she would send things to me and say, Dad, hold this because I don't want it to get destroyed. And then she made this really awesome chimney, which I didn't bring today because it was so large. And she entered it into a contest, and it won first place. And then she sent it to Mount Sterling to an art gallery, and it won first place again. And then she said, Dad, she said, I want you to have this. So that really touched me. So art and ceramics, and I'm sorry, I always get teared up. Laid my notes down. It's called jerry-rigging it. So the title of my project was Who, What, When, Where, Why, and How Ceramics. And the reason that I wrote this grant, and I'm so glad that KVEC has approved it, is thank you so much. You're awesome. So the reason I wrote this grant was to provide for my students the opportunity to play with clay, to use clay to make valuable objects that they might keep for themselves, or they might give to a parent, or they might give to a friend, someone that would value it as much as they do. And they do this. I've done clay for years with kids. The opportunity that KVEC gives me is to provide the materials, and the kids have the fun. I do too. So I wrote this grant in that not only would the kids get the hands-on experience with the clay, but they would also get the opportunity to learn a little bit about clay history, to learn about where does this stuff come from, who makes this stuff, what is this thing, or what is that thing, and then all those who, what, when, where, and why, and how. And then the opportunity how to create it, how to decorate it, how to keep it, preserve it, all that fun stuff. And then, of course, part of this has to be for them to learn and to grow And in doing this, they are learning discipline. They're learning work habits. They're helping each other, because most of the time when we do things like this, and when kids do this, and you all know, how many of you ever done ceramics of any form, made a clay pot? Raise your hand. Didn't know you were going to be on the spot. Awesome. Did you like it? Awesome. I hope you did. It is fun. And so in this whole thing, they'll assess each other. I will assess them, of course, through written, oral, and observation, product, all that fun stuff. The end product is that they'll get to keep it. They'll get to take it home. They'll make something that they'll be proud of. My mom passed away a couple years ago, and when I was going through her stuff, I found a ceramic pot that I made for her when I first did ceramics many, many, many moons ago. So, you know, we do things, sometimes we don't realize it's going to touch someone so much, and my granny had her things I made her. So, short story, ceramics. If you haven't done it, go join a class or take a class. And I just want to thank KVEC again for the opportunity to play and to have fun, especially for the kids. So that's all I have to say.